Hello, students. Hello, students. This is science, and we continue with groups of living things. Repeat after me. Groups of living things. Groups of living things. Okay, let's review everything we learned in school. Last week, we met at school and we learned something. Let's repeat that one. Review. So, we know that there are three groups of living things, right? Plants, animals, and others. Okay, we discovered with you that plants, it's living things in this group can make their own food. Yeah, they can make their own food. Also, they can move, but they cannot change place that by themselves. Yeah. So, and we know some examples altogether: chili, lime, moss, and lettuce. All right, chili, lime, moss, and lettuce. It is an example of a plants. Number two, it is animals. Yeah, these living things cannot make their own food, and they need to eat other living things to live. Yes, to survive. And this type of living things can move and change place by itself. For example, dog. Repeat after me: dog, chicken, fish, and insects. Do you remember what is insects? What is insects? What is insects? It's different bugs, ladybugs, ants, or some grasshopper bugs. Yeah, this is it. Okay, and next one, it is others. Some living things, neither plants nor animals. So it's not plants and not animals. Some of them help break down dead plants and animals, right? Some of them can move and change place, but some of them can make their own food, but some cannot. And I show you some examples. Yeah, do you remember bacteria? Repeat after me: bacteria, mushrooms, mold, and viruses. Yeah, coronavirus, it is the living thing. Yeah, dangerous living thing. Okay, today, yeah, I will remind you about microorganisms. Yeah, we have to use a microscope. This is microscope to see them, because with naked eyes we cannot see them. And it is mold, bacteria, and yeast, right? So and coronavirus, dangerous disease, right? Okay, so today we will make practice. Okay, we will make practice. It's time to practice. Take out your work textbook. Take out your work textbook and your pen. Prepare your pen and work textbook. Okay, open page 21. Page 21. We will make some activity. Okay, we will group living things. Okay, so do you remember the scientific method? First of all, we ask questions. Yeah, how can we group living things? How we can group living things? And step two, we predicting the answer. Yeah, how we can group living things? Let's predict the answer. Take your pen and write down the answer. We can group living things by using their likenesses or differences as a rule. All right, so repeat after me first. We can group living things by using their likenesses or differences as a rule. Okay, one more time. We can group living things by using their likenesses or differences as a rule, right? So pause the video, write it down, your hypothesis, yeah, we're predicting the answer. Okay, and let's gathering information. Okay, next step, we will gathering information. So pause the video, finish writing, and continue watching the video. Okay, we will gathering information. All right, let's observing and grouping living things. Let's observe and group living things. Okay, so list of living things. We have 6 different list of living things, and we have question on the top row. We have question: can it move? Repeat after me. Can it move? Can it change its place? Can it change its place? One more time, repeat after me. Can it change its place? And third one, can it make food? Can it make food? Okay, and we have answers. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And we will tick the right column, all right? The right cell. All right, so list of living things. Yeah, it is top row, and next row it is number 1. Okay, let's observe some ant, for example. Okay, I observe living things around myself, and I found ants on kitchen. I forget to put honey back in my fridge, and I found ants. Write down number 1, ant, ant. This is an ant. Look at this picture. This is ant. Okay, so we write down ant and we answer the question. Tell me, please, can it move? Ants can move or not? Yes, it can. So we tick yes, yes, we tick yes. All right. So can it change its place? Can it change its place? Yes, for sure it can. Every time I try to catch ant who eat my honey, but every time he run away. Okay, so it can change its place. Okay, next one. Can it make food? Ants can make food or not? What do you think? Yes or not? For sure, no. If he can make food, he never come to my kitchen to find my honey, yeah, to stole my honey. So he cannot make any food. Take it. Okay. Number 1, ant. He can move. He can change its place. He cannot make his food. All right. This is the answer. We observing ant. We analyze. We observing ant, and we record information about ant. Okay, this is it about ant. Next row, number 2. I look around and I find some other living things. It is a grass, right? Grass. This is a grass. Look at the picture at the bottom of our screen. It is a grass. All right. So tell me, please, grass can move or not? Can it move or not? For sure it can. It's grow. Yeah. If wind blow, it moves as well. So it can move. Grass can move. All right. So next one. Does grass can change its place? What do you think? Grass can stand and move to the shadow to chill a little bit in the shadow. Is it possible or not? Can it move or not? Can it change place by itself or not? For sure, it is not, right? No, cannot. Okay, so what about food? Look, it is green. It means it has chlorophyll. So by means of photosynthesis, it can make their own food, right? So can it make food? Yes, it can, all right? So this is it. We finish with grass. Number 3, I look around and I found beautiful plant, beautiful flower, beautiful rose. This is a rose. Look at this. So beautiful, right? Okay, so answer the question. Can it move? Can or not? Yes, for sure it can move. It grows, right? If wind blow, it is moves as well, but it grows. Yeah, it grows. So it can move. Can it change its place? Same like grass, it cannot change place. So we tick answer no. What about can it can it make food or not? Look, it's green. It means that it flower, it plant, it has chlorophyll, and it can produce food, right? So it is. This is it. So number 4, number 5, number 6, find some other living things. Okay, find some animal, some plant, and some other, some microorganism, for example, or other living things. No, neither plant nor animal. Okay, something different. Find 3 different living things. and answer the question. Can it move? Can it change its place? And can it make food? The same like we make, all right? So 4, 5, 6 for you, all right? Make it by your own. Find one animal, one plant around you, and one other living things. Not plant, not animal, all right? When you finish, pause the video first right now. When you finish, we continue our lesson, all right? So fill it up. Okay, number 4, number 5, number 6. Make by your own. Answer the question by tick the answers in the table. This is it. Pause the video. Make this table and continue watching. All right. Sum it up. Let's summarize everything we learned for today. Okay. First of all, we found that all living things can be alike or different from one another. Yeah, they can be similar or they can be different. Okay, so take your pen and write down what we found today. We found that all living things can be alike or different from one another. Repeat after me. First, we found that all living things can be alike or different from one another. Okay, write it down. Pause the video, write it down, and continue to watch. Okay, what do we found next? Yeah, what we found else? That we found that the same group of them has the same features. Yeah, the same group of them has the same features. Grass and rose can produce their own food, but they cannot change place by itself, right? The same group of of them has the same features. For example, ant and dog cannot produce their own food, but they can change place by their own, right? By themselves. Okay, so repeat after me. The same group of them has the same features. One more time. The same group of them has the same features. Write it down. Pause the video, write it down. Okay, continue. There are 3 groups in total. There are 3 groups in total. Repeat after me. There are 3 groups in total. There are 3 groups in total. Okay, write it down. Pause the video, write it down. There are 3 groups in total. And let's list these groups, okay? Let's list these groups. Group number 1, plants or producers. Okay, now we find we learn new definition. Producers. Yeah, plants or producers. Why we call them producers? Repeat after me. Plants or producers. What does it mean, producers? It means that they can move but cannot change their place. Producers, it means they can make food. They can make food. All right, producers. Plants are producers. They can make food. All right, repeat after me. Can move but cannot change their places. Can make food. Okay, pause the video, write down group number 1. Yeah, it plants or producers. Producers because they can make their own food. Okay, continue. Group number 2. Group number 2, animals or consumers. Repeat after me. Animals or consumers. What does it mean? Consumers. It is new word for today. Consumers. Consumers, it means they consume food. Yeah, they cannot make food and they eat other living things to survive. All right, for life. So animals or consumers can move, can change their place, cannot make food. Consumers, they consume, they eat other living things. Repeat after me. Animals or consumers can move, can change their places, cannot make food. All right, so animals or consumers can move, can change their place. but cannot make food. Okay, so this is consumers. They eat other living things, or producers who produce food. All right, so animals or consumers. Pause the video, write it down, and continue watching. Okay, all right, we continue. Group number 3, eat others. Yeah, not plants, not animals. We call them decomposers. Repeat after me, decomposers. One more time, decomposers. It is group number 3, decomposers. What about them? Cannot move, cannot change their place, cannot make food, all right? But they break down dead animals and dead plants. That's why we call them decomposers. They break down dead animals and dead plants, all dead living things. Yeah, decomposers. Decomposers. Repeat after me. Decomposers. One more time. Decomposers. Cannot move, cannot change their places, cannot make food. Okay, pause the video, write it down. Pause the video, write it down. Okay. All right, write it down and continue watching video. Okay, this is it for today. All this work we make today, it is your homework. Okay, so submit page 21 to your line group. Okay, this is your practice for today. Okay, so we write down everything what we found for today. Okay, so yeah, this is it for today. For conclusion, let us conclude what we learned today. Okay, so we learned that different groups of living things have different outer parts and live differently, while living things in the same group are usually alike or similar. So we can use this likeness or differences as a rule to put there in 3 groups. And these groups is next. First one, producers. Repeat after me. Producers. It is plants, yeah? Number 2, consumers. Repeat after me. Consumers. It is animals, right? Consumers. And number 3, it is decomposers. Repeat after me. Decomposers or others, yeah? So producers, consumers, and decomposers. One more time. Repeat after me. Producers, consumers, and decomposers. All right, this is it for today. Submit your works and see you soon. All right, stay safe and have a nice day. See you. Bye bye.